Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do it was supposed to be a realistic what I can read in a week. Um, but it kind of turned out to be like an Enchantra reading vlog because I was really busy and I'm kind of in a book slump. So I didn't really want to read when I did have the time to read. So I didn't read as much as I typically do. I typically read like maybe 2 or 3 books a week, and I only read one and a novella. But I still had a good time, and I hope you do too while you're watching. I'm gonna give it to Past Me because I forgot to record an intro, so this is after the fact. So enjoy!
So I have so much laundry to do. I'm one of those people that I always have clean laundry, but I never put it up. So I'm off today, and I'm going to put away all of my laundry and try to go through kind of while I do it. And if there's anything that I haven't worn in a while, or I don't think I'm going to wear again, I'm going to get rid of it. And while I do that, I'm going to listen to Abby Jimenez's short story because I can't stop thinking about reading like a fantasy, but the fantasies that I want to read, they don't come out till tomorrow. I want to read Enchantra, and I want to read, I think it's Reckless. Yeah, the third book in the Powerless trilogy. They come out tomorrow. So I want to read, but I don't want to start anything that I'm not going to be okay with putting down to pick up the other ones tomorrow. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook while I do my laundry, and yeah. That was so good for a short story. Like, I think it was only like 80 pages, but it was really good. I don't normally like rate short stories or novellas because there's like not like a whole lot, but I think I'm gonna give that one like 4 stars because it was only 80 pages, but like a lot of stuff happened, and I was like laughing out loud at some parts, and it touched on some serious topics without like being like a bummer. But that was actually my first Abby Jimenez book. So I need to read like a full book of her soon. So I just got back from Barnes and Noble, and today is an anticipated release day for 2 books. So I had to get those, and then I got another one because I have no self control. So I wanted to show what I got. So first, we have Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. The first book in this series is Phantasma, which was great. This one is following her sister. They are interconnected, standalone series. So you don't have to read the first one before you read this one, but I highly recommend doing that because it was just really good. So I got that, and then I got Fearless. This is the end of the Powerless trilogy. I am so ready to read this book because the second book ended on a cliffhanger, and I was not well. So, but I didn't realize this book is like almost 600 pages, or it is 600 pages. Yep. 590 pages. I was not expecting this book to be that long. I don't know how long the other ones were, but they were not this long. So I can't read physical books at work, so I have to read them on Kindle. And this one's not on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna have to try to read this one this weekend. This week. Also, why why do they have to come out with hardbacks first? Or why can't they come out with hardback and paperback at the same time? Because for my shelf, I like hardbacks because they look nicer, but like when I'm reading, I want a paperback. It's so much more comfortable to read. And the fact that all these new releases pretty much come out in hardback is kind of infuriating. But first world problems, I guess. And then Enchantra was on the I only get 150% off table, so I looked to see if I could get another one, and I did. I got Heavenly Bodies. I've heard really good things about this book. I think it got I think it was originally like indie published, and it just recently got traditionally published. So they're coming out with new covers, and they're revising it and taking stuff out. But everybody that I've seen read this has just raved about it. So I'm really excited to try it. Even though I think the next book doesn't come out till November. So that sucks, but whatever. So I got those. I've already started Enchantra. I started that at work today because it's on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm like, I think like 70-ish pages in, and not a whole lot has happened because it's only 70 pages in, but I know that I'm going to have a great time because already, like, they're introducing the new characters, and I'm so excited. So, I'm going to continue reading that on the physical copy and see how much I can read before bed. Not giving anything away, but my new favorite quote, I think, is even if I lowered my standards to the depths of hell, I doubt you'd be able to reach them. Yeah.
So Friday, I did not record anything with me talking. So Friday, I went and had breakfast with some of my friends, and then I went to Lowe's with my mom and got some paint to paint my front door. We went to Starbucks, and I got the cherry chai latte. And then when I got home, I started reading Enchantra while listening to a fantasy reading
classical instrumental playlist, which I highly recommend. It sets the scene for fantasies. I really enjoy that.
Good morning. It's Saturday, and I am going to a book fair today. The bookstore that did the Onyx Storm scavenger hunt in Panama City, they're doing a big book fair today. They're going to have authors and bookish vendors, and I think not bookish vendors too. Like, I think there's one that's going to have like hot sauce, one that's going to have candles, and another one that's got something. I can't remember. There's a lot, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's one that has the bedazzled books, and I don't know if she's gonna have like bedazzled books that I can buy like today or if you have to order them. And then there's another one that does like 3D printing for things to put on your bookshelf. I was scrolling through her Facebook page, and she's got, what are they called? Like, you know, the things that you put on your shelf that say like just one more chapter or Smut Street, or you know, the little things that you put on your shelf that say stuff. She has those, and then she has like little 3D printed dragons, like the ones that they used for the scavenger hunt. She's got those. Hi. I'm gonna get, I think, a sign and one of those little dragons to put with my Fourth Wing books, and then hopefully a bedazzled book. That's what I'm going for. Who knows what I'll come back with, but I'll see you guys there.
Hey guys, so I just got back from the book fair and it was so much fun. There wasn't like a whole lot of stuff there that I was personally interested in, but I did have a lot of fun like looking at the booths. And the like main reason that I went there was because of the girl who makes the 3D printings of the things for like your bookshelves. And I got a couple of those things that I wanted to show you. The girl who does the bedazzled books was there, but what she does pretty much is she sets up with samples of her bedazzled books, and she gives you her card, and then you just contact her to talk about what book you want bedazzled. She does have an Etsy shop, so I did go on there just to see like what she had and what her prices were. So I'll probably order one at some point when I can figure out exactly what book I want her to do. But this is what I got from the 3D printing girl. So this goes on like a little stand for your shelf. I thought that was really cute. And then I, of course, had to get one of the little 3D printed dragons. I thought they're just adorable, and they like, I don't know, hang. They're just really cute. So I'm excited to put those on my shelves. I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie. I wanted to film more than I did, like while we were out there, but there was a lot of people, and I got nervous because I didn't want people to like stare at me, I guess, because I was filming everything. So I filmed a little bit, not as much as I wanted to. There was also a farmer's market going on while we were down there, so we walked around that a little bit. So you know how they like fresh produce and jellies and unique stuff down there. And then we got lunch. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was like a hot dog place. All they served was hot dogs, and we all got like a chili dog, and it was really good. But I love that this bookstore does like so many unique events. So you'll probably see me doing a lot of those, and I think they're fun. So I'm gonna go put those on my shelf, change into something comfortable, and try to read more of Enchantra. So. Okay, it's time to read. I've got my hydration drink, my fun and caffeinated drink, and I've got my book. And I'm in comfy clothes, pajamas. So, get comfy, grab a fun little drink, and let's go read. Good morning. It's the next day. I am still in my pajamas. And I've got less than 100 pages left of Enchantra. It has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would to finish this book. Not because it's not good, but because I have been so busy this week. A lot busier than I thought I would be. But we're about to finish it. I'm having a great time reading this. And I've got my coffee. And I'm ready to see how this ends.
Okay, so I finished Enchantra today. It was so good. I love these books. The first one is Phantasma, this one's Enchantra. They're interconnected standalone fantasies, and they're just so much fun. They're really different than other fantasy books. I like that it's not like any other book that I've ever read. I loved the characters. I loved the side characters, and in this particular book, there are even like animal characters, and I loved them just as much. It was just a really fun time. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I highly recommend reading this one and the first one. I do recommend reading the first one first.
Even though you don't have to because they're interconnected standalones, read the first one first. But that's it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one.